Hi, I'm Jo Sarami, and this video is featuring the Total Gym Pilates tow bar. The biggest difference between the tow bar and a squat stand is that the tow bar is padded and it also has a little bit longer extension legs, so it allows you to do a few more exercises compared to the squat stand. It's very easy to insert. You just put it into the hole, into the machine, make sure it's secure, and there you go. You're ready to start your core crunching, leg crushing exercises. The exercise I'd like to demonstrate is the push-ups. You mount your glide board with it in a closed position, and then you extend your arms right here. The beginner push-up, you can do it on your knees, but you don't have to. Make sure your wrists and elbows are stacked. You just bend your elbows and straighten. So that's the first push-up you can do. To make it a little more challenging, you can open the glide board so that you're in an unstable surface. Again, bend your elbows and straighten. You can also do this with your hands in different positions. So I'm going to bring my hands close together and flare my elbows out to the sides. All right, so always dismount your machine by putting one foot on the floor. Next exercise is called the knees in. It works the core. You can start off with the board closed and then push it open with your knees. Kind of walk yourself towards the front of the board. And all you can do is take yourself out to almost a plank and then squeeze your core, contract, and roll until your hips are right underneath you and your knees are slightly forward, and then extend back out to a plank position straight back. Exhale as you go in, inhale as you go out. To make this more challenging, take it onto your toes. And here you don't have to put your hands out. You can keep your wrists and elbows stacked under the shoulders. Again, walk the board out so it's far enough back, and as you roll your hips underneath you, your knees bend, you come all the way underneath you and then extend out. So exhale, inhale. The next exercise is very challenging. It's called the down dog plank pull-in. So you're going to take yourself up onto the board. You're going to step back far enough so that you can drop your head between your arms. Your back is flat. Your feet start flat on the board. Your body looks like a number 7. Take a big breath and keep your arms locked straight. Exhale. And then inhale, exhale, and bring the board back underneath you. Make sure you use your core to bring those legs back underneath you and keep those shoulders locked and open. So that's the down dog plank pull-in. Next is another challenging exercise called the dips with shoulder extensions. So start off with one knee on your board and your hands on your tow bar. Then take yourself into just a seated position. Draw your shoulders back, chest open, bend the elbows, extend the legs, push the hips up, and then bring everything in. So extend the shoulders and arms, reach, bring everything in. Extend, press, and then bring everything in. Make sure to always keep your stomach sucked in when you do this one, and you're going to feel it in your triceps. Next, we're going to do something called a toe press. Toe presses, and the next few exercises you're going to get to lay down and give the upper body a little bit of a rest. So go ahead and make sure your glide board is closed. Lay back so that your head and shoulders are resting comfortably on the glide board. Your hair is not going to get caught. Now go ahead and put your feet, toes and the ball of your feet on top of that glide board. You can put your hands on your stomach or hands by your side. Just don't let them hang down so they get caught in the rails. Toe presses, very simple. You straighten your legs and you press through the toes. Let your heels drop down and press. You can change the position of your toes, so toes apart, heels together. Articulate through each joint in your foot. It's a really nice calf stretch. You can progress this move to pedaling, which means you put the toes back on the bar and you pedal through each joint as you point your toe. Pedal through each joint of your foot as you point your toe. Your heel drops below the level of that toe bar each time. Keep a strong center and breathe. That's pedaling. Now, you can do flexed foot squats next. Flexed foot just means that your heels are on the toe bar, your toes are drawn up towards your nose, your belly button is sucked in, and you press your spine into the glide board. As you inhale, bend your knees, exhale, press up. So this is a simple squat. There's some variations of the squat. Let's show you a squat and releve next. Put the toes and the ball of the feet onto that bar. Extend the legs. Again, contract your center. Exhale when you push up. That's the hard part of the move right there. Exhale and push up, keeping your heels elevated in releve. Now, Demi plie on releve is a little more challenging. You take your toes apart, heels together, legs straight. Now, toes apart on the toe bar. You bend your knees and let them come open. Again, contract your center, and then extend the legs and let the heels drop. So, press up and releve, open the knees, press the legs straight, drop the heels. So, making sure that you keep those heels glued together through the entire range of motion. Let's work our way into the bridge next. So bring your feet parallel, grip the toe bar with your balls of your feet and your toes. Take yourself into a bent knee position right here and close the glide board. Right here, I'm going to have you put your hands right by your sides on top of the glide board. Big breath in, exhale, push your hips all the way up to the ceiling. Now right here, you're going to contract your center and then articulate through your spine, upper back, middle back, lower back, down to hips. That's a bridge. You can do this with bent knees. You can do this with straight knees. Again, articulate, lift the hips, middle back, upper back, press, and then roll from the top down, all the way down. Now you can combine the two, it's a lot of fun. So start with the bent knees. Exhale, push, extend the legs, articulate through the spine, and come back down. Roll up, extend the legs, roll down, bend the knees. Let's move. The jump kick exercise using the toe bar requires a little bit of coordination, but it's a lot of fun, and you do some plyometrics. So first thing you do is take one leg up and the other leg straight out with the ball of the toes, the ball of the foot and the toes gripping the toe bar. Bend your knee, press off the toe bar and kick your legs straight out. So press with the foot on the toe bar, so you raise up, kick the other leg out and land with a bent knee and a flexed ankle. And you do a pedaling motion through the air. You make it very graceful. And it's just a lot of fun. And when you put your head and shoulders off the glide board, you can get a little bit more core. Move on to our sides next. In the side plank, you're going to stay on your elbow for the beginners. Stack your hips. The bottom leg is bent underneath you. The top leg is going to press against that toe bar. Heel up, toes slightly pointed down. Stack those hips. Imagine you're laying in a hammock and that hammock is suspended from the ceiling and you're going to push yourself up, or you're going to be pulled up by that hammock and let that hip come back down. Exhale to push up. You're using all the muscles in your core right here to push up. That's the beginner. Let me show you the advanced. Don't forget to do both sides. You can progress the side plank into a little more challenging move by pushing up onto your arms straight and stepping onto the glide board. So stack your wrist, shoulder, and elbow, and then step into a plank on the glide board with the glide board in closed position. Raise your arm, and then just walk the glide board slightly up the rails. And again, you're lifting and lowering that hip while your hips are stacked, using your entire core. Do both sides. The last exercise I'm going to show you is called the saw. The saw is more of a flexibility exercise, testing the flexibility of your hamstrings. Just sit up nice and tall. The board is all the way down to the bottom. You suck in your belly button. You extend the arms nice and wide, shoulder height. Big breath in, rotate through the spine, and cut the air towards those toes. Up, twist, and reach. You can also do this with the legs a little bit higher. It's a little bit easier. Scoop down, twist, and reach for those toes. And that is it. Those are 12 exercises you can do on the Total Gym Pilates toe bar.